Hello everybody, welcome back to another video with Lim Reviews. Now in today's video, we're going to do a very quick unboxing and first impressions of the realme C55. Now what's so special about this device is it's definitely the first phone, the first Android phone with a dynamic island at the front. So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to check that out. But of course, we are currently celebrating Ramadan here as well. So happy Ramadan to all my Muslim friends out there. You know, we do get a very special packaging from Realme. So we're going to unbox this real quick and then we'll unbox the realme C55 and then we'll go over a couple of, like I said, first impressions of the device. So with that said, let's go and unbox the Ramadan box. Alright, so first things first, as soon as we unbox this really huge Ramadan box, you notice that on the inside we do have the realme C55. Now we're going to check that out later. The second thing that I found here is a very cute realme thumb drive. Now the thumb drive is not just very cute, but it's also super useful for OTG because it also comes with an micro USB and Type-C OTG. So it's going to be very useful. Now other than that, you also get a couple of kitchen utensils. Basically, it's a fork and spoon and chopsticks. They're quite nice because they're this metallic kind of feel. And of course, you also get a couple of moon cutout slides for the projector. Now the box is actually a projector which you can set up to create cool shots like this. And other than that, you also get a phone stand in the box, and last but not least, a mini torch light that when you activate shows the date and time for the launch of the realme C55 here in Malaysia. So yes, definitely a very cool packaging from Realme Malaysia. Now let's move on and unbox the actual device, which is the realme C55. So as soon as you lift the lid of the realme C55, you will notice that we do have a cardboard containing the case as well as the manuals. The case looks really nice here because it's in this grey colorway. That means it won't really get yellowish over time. Other than that, moving down, you get the phone itself, and my current colorway is the rainy night version, but there's also a different color which I will show you later on. Moving down, you get the 33-watt charger as well as a Type-C cable. So that's basically everything that you get in the box for the realme C55. Now let's move on and talk a bit about my first impressions with this particular device. Now, I don't really have the pricing for these devices yet, the realme C55, but what I can tell you is that the C series has always been the most affordable range. So let's start off with what's cool about this device. I want to start straight and foremost with that dynamic island, which Realme is calling the mini capsule. So it's a different name, but essentially this dynamic island is software programmed and it is able to show a couple of notifications at the moment. Currently, it's only set to show a couple of battery level notifications, but I believe Realme is going to be working on creating a better use case, more use cases for this mini capsule. So that's really cool because it's the first Android phone that we have here in Malaysia that shows this, and I think personally it looks real fresh. Alright, so moving on, what else do we have here with the realme C55 is that we do get a couple of interesting cameras. The main sensor is the key one here because it supports a 64 megapixel main sensor, and this particular sensor is not any other 64 MP. It's also being used in other more expensive devices like the Oppo Reno 9 that we don't have here in Malaysia. So it's going to be a pretty cool sensor. I'll show you a couple of sample photos. Again, this is just an unboxing and first impressions. The full review will be in a week to go. Other than that, we also get 33-watt SuperVOOC charging that I showed you earlier on, and just so you know, it also has a 5000 mAh battery. Now moving on, what do we have here is an 8GB of RAM, and more importantly is the 256GB of internal storage. Now at these kind of affordable range devices, we are used to still seeing 64GB of internal memory, sometimes you get 128, but Realme is just giving you 256 straight off the bat. So I think that's really cool as well because you'll be able to store more applications, especially if you're going to buy this and use it as your first phone, your spare phone. You can put in all the kind of apps that you wish in this device. Alright, so other than that, you also get a 90Hz display at the front, which is fairly smooth. I think it's quite alright. This device is being powered by the Helio G88, which again is good enough for a budget sort of phone. Now last but not least, we do have to talk about the design at the back because it do looks quite premium as well. For a budget phone, I think this designs definitely look better than other budget phones from other brands. You have this really nice build quality, flat sides all around for the frame. It just feels great here, and of course I do love the use of like matte materials at the back because it doesn't capture any fingerprints and It just feels nicer to hold and use at the same time. Alright guys, so at the end of the day, my first impressions of the realme C55 is definitely quite positive. You are definitely seeing Realme work harder and giving more to the user, especially in that budget segment. Realme is giving the tagline leap to champion for these devices, and I do think they are off to a good start. Now all we need to know is the price, and of course I'll come back with the full review in probably a week or two to come. Now with that said, thank you for watching today's video all the way to the end. Happy Ramadan to all my Muslim friends out there, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Do stay safe everybody. Bye!